My name is Pastor Edwin Amimi. I welcome you again to this program. It's another day, it's another topic, very refreshing and very insightful, full of information. If today is your first time of watching this program or coming across this video, I would like you to send a comment to the WhatsApp number at the end of this video and request for further information. We'll be able to assist you to do that. Today, I want to ask you that same question that Jesus asked his disciples. Who do you say that I am? But I'm putting it to you like this. What is your revelation of Jesus? What is your revelation of Jesus? What can you say about Jesus? Who is Jesus to you personally? This is a question that almost everybody can answer from their head. Unfortunately, the answer to this question doesn't come from the head. It comes from the heart. It comes from personal experience, personal encounter, and personal walk. In Matthew chapter 16, verse 13 to 19, when Jesus came to Caesarea, the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples. This was like maybe towards the end of Jesus' ministry, after being with them for some years. He asked them this question: who do people say I am? Tell me, let me hear you. It was like he was trying to get a feedback. Just give me feedback. Who do people say I am? They say, oh, some say you are Elijah, some say you are one of the prophets, some say you are John the Baptist, some say you are Jeremiah. Then Jesus looked at them. Okay? You that have been with me, you that have called, you that have walked with me for this long, who do you say I am? And everywhere was quiet. Nobody spoke until one person that received the revelation, that had a touch in his heart. He said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus told him, blessed are you, Simon. Now, let's look at the implication of that question. When he asked the question, who do people say I am? They had different opinion. These were some of the people that have benefited from his miracles. Some of them were healed by him. Some were fed by him. Some enjoyed the bread that he multiplied. But they didn't know him. They didn't know him. Some knew about him, yet they didn't know him. Now let me tell you, this is the implication. When people are ignorant of God, when people, I'm not talking about mental ignorance, no. I'm talking about spiritual ignorance. I'm talking about experiential ignorance. I'm talking about ignorant of who God is to them, ignorant of who God is in their life, ignorant of God in their personal relationship. This is what I'm talking about. When people are ignorant of God, what that means is as good as darkness in that society. It's as good as darkness in that environment. Maybe I should explain it better. You may see churches populating a place. That does not really speak about the knowledge of God, unfortunately. Churches may populate a place, churches may populate a country, yet darkness will still be ruling. Darkness, thick darkness, will still be ruling in that place despite the number of churches. Because it is not the number of churches in a place that actually translates into the knowledge of God. It is the number of people who have been able to get to the level of personal walk, personal relationship with God, where and they have been able to bring their life and their value system in line with the values of the kingdom. Then you will see light in that environment. You will see, they will shine. They will be like a city that is set on a hill, which cannot be hidden. So that question that Jesus asked, by the time he asked his own disciples who have been with him, only one person answered that question. And he only answered that question because it was revealed to him. So this is what it's supposed to be. The answer to this question, what is your revelation of Jesus, actually should come as a result of your personal walk, your experiential knowledge of Jesus. Daniel 11:32 says, they that do know their God shall stand firm and do exploit. Only those who know, only those who have this personal knowledge of God will be able to stand out and shine in these days and in the times in which we live in. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I've been doing this program, to waken you up to discover your personal relationship with God, to get into personal relationship with God. If you don't have a personal walk with God, you are lost in the crowd. It does not matter how long you have been in the church. It does not matter your position in the church. It does not matter the offering and the tithes that you are giving in church. That does not move God. God is interested in you getting into personal relationship with him, getting to know him, having a personal testimony of him by yourself, not what others say, not even the encounters of your senior pastor or of your pastors or of other people. That's their own encounter. What is your revelation of Jesus? Mind you, by the time Peter answered this question, blessing was bestowed on him. That is what happens when you begin to discover God for yourself and have the experiential knowledge of God. You stand out. As a matter of fact, Jesus told him at the end of that verse 19, he said, I will give you the keys of the kingdom. Now listen to me. The keys of the kingdom, one of the keys of the kingdom actually is found in your personal walk with God, your personal relationship with God. When Prophet Elijah was confronted with the prophets of Baal in the land, and there was scarcity, there was idolatry in the land, what did Elijah do? He said, as the Lord liveth, before whom I stand, not the one that my GO is calling, not the one that, not the God of the church I'm going, not the God of my denomination, as the Lord before whom I, personal, that's personal, before whom I stand. The guy was able to operate the key of the kingdom by virtue of that personal relationship. I beg you, don't get lost in the crowd. Don't get lost in the crowd. When you are lost in the crowd, you will not even discover your purpose. You will live another person's life. Now, I want to give you one very practical advice and counsel today. For you to be able to answer this question for yourself, you need to step aside from the crowd for a while and develop the art of solitude. What is solitude? Solitude is you creating a time, setting a time for yourself, by yourself, with yourself and God, alone, away from the crowd, away from distraction. It may be 1 hour in a day, it may be 2 hours, it may be 3 hours, it may be a whole day, it may be 2 days, but at least you must start from somewhere. Just get on that. That is where to start from. Where you and him begin to commune, where you begin to ask yourself questions about yourself, about your life, about your purpose. This is where it begins from. Even Jesus did it. In Mark chapter 1 verse 35, he went into a solitary place and there he prayed. You must start from there. If you don't do that, your journey with God will be limited. There is a limit to what God will do through you and to how much you will see of God in your life, even in your own lifetime. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what God has prepared for those who love him. There is so much that God has for you. But unless you get into that art of solitude and begin to discover God for yourself and discover your purpose and step into it, you may end up living an unfulfilled life. And when you get to heaven, if you are even lucky to get there, because there are a lot of people that God is going to tell them, I did not know you. You may say, oh, you gave me miracle, you gave me a baby, they prophesied for me, or we prophesied. You say, I don't know you, get away from me. A lot of people are going to be cast away, because it is one thing to benefit from his bread, from his miracles, it's another thing to know him. Well, this is just a short video today. I'll leave my WhatsApp number with you. Reach out to me. I'll be able to share more with you. My WhatsApp number is +234 8028 225800. +234 8028 225800. I remain yours, Pastor Edwin Amimi. I want to be your friend. I want to be the iron that will sharpen your own iron. Iron sharpeneth iron. Let's do this together. We can help you. Blessings. Thank you.